Disclaimer: no real people were hurt in the making of this video. Have you ever witnessed a boxer casually walk away from what looked like a completely debilitating punch? It's truly quite confusing why it's so difficult to severely damage and mangle another person through the use of your fists. However, now through this convenient video, the mysteries of such occurrences shall be cleared, and you'll be left even smarter than you were before. One would probably yell at them to simply punch harder, but punching has a multitude of fascinating science behind it that allows for a variety of tactics and interesting techniques. We will also be revealing the shocking truth behind the array of gruesome injuries in boxing. Boxing is a very confrontational sport, chock full of possible injuries. Boxing has an estimated injury rate of 17.1 to 23.6 per 100 fights, and it ranks 11th among the most deadly sports. Meanwhile, boxing gloves, one of the most recognizable symbols in boxing, were also only introduced to the sport relatively recently in its long history, and their use has actually seen an uptick in both hand and body trauma. Meanwhile, Newton's third law of motion is one of the major principles at play in a boxing punch. It is one of a series of laws written by Sir Isaac Newton describing how objects on a macro scale move and interact with one another. This law states that, for every action force, there is an equal and opposite reaction force, which means that every time two objects interact, they exert the exact same force in the opposing direction of one another. A common example of Newton's third law is a ball dropping and subsequently hitting the ground. When the ball hits the ground, it exerts an action force on the ground, whilst the ground simultaneously exerts a reaction force back up on the ball. The ball's movement is significantly more observable than that of the ground due to the sheer difference of scale and mass between the two objects, with the Earth being many orders of magnitude more massive than the ball. Let's take a typical boxing punch from a boxer and analyze it under the principles of Newton's third law. The average force of an amateur boxer's punch is approximately 2,500 to 3,000 newtons. Let's say one of the boxers in a match applied a force of 2,500 newtons, while the other boxer's body simultaneously applied a reaction force of 2,500 newtons back on the first boxer. A different boxer, let's call him Bob, starts to become increasingly more confident in his boxing skill. He eventually decides to do a match against a boxer from a higher weight class, who we'll call Billy Joe. This boxer has more mass and likewise force behind his attacks in comparison to Bob. Billy Joe's first punch had a force of 4,760 newtons. Thus, this punch applied an action force of 4,760 newtons on Bob, while Bob applied an equal reaction force with his arms as he crudely blocked the attack. Because Billy Joe was in a higher weight class, being a middleweight weighing 160 pounds, he didn't recoil as much as Bob, who was only a featherweight at 126 pounds. After the attack, Bob went flying 6 inches away, while Billy Joe only went back 2 inches from his initial position. After a long and arduous boxing career, Bob gets pretty badly injured in one of his fights due to his opponent cheating, earning him a place in the hospital for a few months. Once he leaves the hospital and recovers from his injuries, he goes back into boxing. However, he makes what seems like a small change. Both him and his opponent don't use boxing gloves in his matches. Eventually, he comes toe-to-toe with Billy Joe once more, but this time it's a competitive match, and neither of them uses their gloves. Since their hands lack padding, they are inclined to use less force behind their punches. This results in higher quantities of less severe wounds, leaving Bob with much less permanent damage. With the use of boxing gloves, both fighters are capable of inducing ludicrous forces on one another, as the glove absorbs a large amount of the reaction force on their hands, allowing for more powerful punches and a subsequent uptick in injuries. Meanwhile, without the gloves, fighters must absorb all of the reaction force of their punch straight through their knuckles and delicate fingers. This discourages more daring and hefty punches, as the more force they exert, the more damage is dealt to their poor little digits. In conclusion, Newton's third law of motion is a truly fascinating principle of physics, and it applies to a variety of common scenarios. Meanwhile, boxing is a wonderful, though dangerous, sport that relies heavily on Newton's third law to be as interesting and exciting as it is, and due to boxing's compliance with this law, many fighters are endangered by the very equipment designed for their safety. Thus, allowing for more gloveless matches would drastically aid in safety for the players who need it, or it could just be a way for beginners and professionals alike to practice their skills with less stress about potential injuries.